Live on DAZN Worldwide, May 2nd and 3rd, a knockout weekend of boxing. Garcia versus Romero and Canelo versus Skull. Two huge fights. Pick one or go all in for only $90. Exclusively on DAZN. Buy now at DAZN.com.
Colin McGuigan, IFLTV. Edward, we're in uncharted territory for Eddie Hearn. Is this the first time in your life you've ever been at an event that you have no fighter on the event, you have to promote it?
I reckon yes. It's a good point, actually. So there's always a first. I would say that we're all on the team, aren't we? Riyadh Season Ring, and it's our job to push the events. This one's a little bit different because our team are running the logistics around the planning, and it's just a monumental job. And I'm so proud of the team. Shout out particularly Frank the Tank, best in the game. Helen Moxon as well, done a great job. And everybody on the ground. This is very unusual. We're closing down Times Square, and just a small part of a huge team. Ring Magazine, Seller, everybody, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to watching the event as a bit of a fan, really.
Let's talk about the logistics of it, because we've heard that obviously there's not going to be fans in attendance now. It's going to be invite only. Who are the types of individuals that will be invited to this? Do you know any names?
The Irish legend Colin McGuigan. I think he'll be there. You will be quite mesmerised by the names that will be attending this event.
Can you give the fans a bit of an idea? But this is going to build an appetite. Live on DAZN, where you can get the link in our bio, by the way.
Let me tell you, right? I can't tell you everyone that's coming and then someone doesn't turn up. Wait to see. Listen, Turkey Al Sheikh, Ring Magazine, Times Square, invite only. Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez. What sort of level do you think is going to be turning up?
If you're a boxing fan, right, you're sitting in England right now in London, the weather's good, maybe going to get a little bit bad over the weekend. Why should you buy this on DAZN?
The reason that you should be watching this Ring Magazine event, still Dre, on Friday night is because you're about to witness something you've never seen before, not just in the world of boxing, but in the world of live sport. One of the greatest landmarks globally, Times Square, will be closed down for a live professional boxing event. And not just that, with three of the biggest young stars in the sport, all in compelling matchups. Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez. A star-studded guest list to witness something. Imagine walking out on your ring walk in the middle of Times Square. Can we just take a minute to understand how absolutely fucking mental this all is? You know the big screens, you're walking around. It's going to be a hallucinogenic experience for the fighters. Walking around and seeing themselves on the big screen at Times Square. But you've got to lock in for a big moment for your career. So not only is this a moment in time where the boxing world and fans will stand still for a spectacle they may never experience before, the fighters have to be in the zone, on the zone. And that is difficult to overcome. These guys normally walk out 10, 20,000, 30,000 stadium. All of a sudden, you're walking out and you're like, what is going on? I'm in Times Square. So for that reason, firstly, the card, you tune into the card anyway. But number two, wait to see what you will witness on Saturday night.
And even better, when you wake up then on Sunday, you've got another one in Canelo, right?
Look, you're talking about the greatest 7 days in modern boxing generational history. 65,000 people at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium just witnessed probably the greatest stadium fight Britain's ever seen. Right? 6 days later, Times Square gets shut down for Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez. And 24 hours after that, Canelo Alvarez bids to become a 2-time undisputed world champion, making his debut in Saudi Arabia. What's going on? Boxing's on smoke. And you can watch it all live on DAZN.
Conor Benn's going to be here. Conor Benn, Ryan Garcia.
Yeah, he's flying in today. Conor is huge. Every media outlet wants time with him. He's going to do a huge amount of media this week. Obviously, look, he wants to fight Ryan Garcia. We'll see what happens with the Eubank rematch, but that's a big fight down the line.
What's the initial conversations about the Eubank rematch?
I spoke to Benn today. He's like, are you doing it? I said, of course we're doing it. So, yeah, I mean, we signed for it.
Turkey wants it as well.
Of course, it's signed. It's not like you can't just go, oh, no, sorry, thanks for the first one, but I'm not going to do the rematch. The rematch is twice the size.
Eddie, what was the pay-per-view final numbers that you've heard beyond the 1 million mark?
I'm not going to report that because it's not my place to do it. Colm. Like, you seem to think that the business that we operate is just something where you...
I'm trying to get the answers for the fans and you're not giving them.
I know you are, but you also got to understand the real world, yeah, the corporate world. I give you all the info. There's certain bits of information that, quite frankly, legally and contractually, I can't give you. I can't report on behalf of the broadcaster. You can ask me how it did, and I'll tell you.
How did it do, Edward?
Yeah, I mean, there's probably... If you said to me, like, I can't give you an official number for the pay-per-view, and I don't want to go into it too much because you guys will read off my comments and the way that I deliver the sentences, how many buys it did. So
beyond 1 million, yes or no?
I will just give you one word about the pay-per-view because then, you know, and it's if I was to give you one word that might give you something away, might not, I would say, cheese. That's it. So how did the pay-per-view do? Cheese.
Did it break all the numbers?
Cheese. That's it.
You've just confirmed it. Mental.
What I'm
Eddie Hearn
telling you
confirmed.
is, I haven't confirmed anything, but what I can tell you, hugely successful. The second will be even bigger. I believe the second will break all pay-per-view records in the UK.
Edward, in terms of Tyson Fury, he's now teased the comeback. Have you had discussions?
No.
Will you have discussions?
I don't think, like, at that level, to be honest with you, I said before, I think it's kind of like something that Tyson would probably just DM or message AJ and go, you up for this or what? And the
Like,
answer,
what's the conversations you've had with AJ on it?
nothing, he's ready. That's the fight he
But
wants.
surely you're in the process right now of picking an opponent, no?
Yeah, but, like, there's a few things that will come out next week. We're going to issue a statement next week about his injury because every time I do an interview, it's like every 2 days. Who's he fighting? Who's he fighting?
Will he be back in 2025? No?
Yes, he will fight in 2025, yes.
Deontay Wilder?
Fucking hell, where'd that come from? It's a bit random. We want Tyson Fury. That's what we want. So we're not going to not fight this year if we don't get Tyson Fury, but we're giving him every opportunity to make that play. But we can't do anything about that. It's just down to Tyson.
Eddie, in terms of Frank Warren, obviously they've just announced Usyk Dubois. Do you think that sells out Wembley?
No, but I think it does a great... I think it's going to be amazing spectacle. It's a lot... You know, to do 90,000 or more actually. What did we do for Dubois? 96, something like that. But listen, if it does 60,000, 70,000, it's still unbelievable, and it's a brilliant fight. And you know, I think it's at the moment. Don't forget, everyone's talking about Benn Eubank, and obviously the rematch will come in September. And as that dies down, the realization that Daniel Dubois is fighting for the undisputed heavyweight world title, it's a big show. Last
one from me. Wardley's with Miller's obviously off now. Do you throw Justice Huni's name in that hat or anyone else?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, you know, they're going to need an opponent. We have Justice Huni, who I think it's a brilliant fight with Fabio Wardley, #1 in the world with a WBO. We put our name in the hat. I guess it's, you know, if we get a call, nothing.
Would it still remain in the stadium?
It's not my show, mate.
What do you think it will?
Questions like that,
what do you think it will?
Yes, like, listen, Fabio fighting the world #1 in a heavyweight rankings, you know, it's as good a fight as Jarrell Miller, but they're going to go away and decide who they're going to fight. If we get the call, we'll be ready.
AJ Miller potentially then if Fury isn't ready?
Maybe. Who knows?
Edward, thanks for your time.
Live on DAZN Worldwide, May 2nd and 3rd, a knockout weekend of boxing. Garcia versus Romero and Canelo versus Skull. 2 huge fights. Pick one or go all in for only $90. Exclusively on DAZN. Buy now at DAZN.com.